Alright, here we go. WFL round 3, folks. Kid Byers here with you, this time from the Chinese Grand Prix. As we get ready to get underway, 4 lights, 5 lights. I've drawn the short straw again behind Shervo on the grid. Danny starting from last place. Here we go. I try and keep my distance. Always a safe bet when Big Shervy's in front of you. I take a wider line into turns 1 and 2. Old Jimmy Marshall there just wandering off. Oh no, who is it? It's a Williams. Paint Boy as well in the Red Bull off. Crosso, good to see him back in the race, in the championship. It's been a while. So here we go, the 2 Williams, 4th and 5th. Kid Byers, 6th. Danny and the Lotus in 8th, 7th rather. As we come in and, was that some contact? What's happening there? Jimmy just deciding he wants to make some sandcastles there off to the left. Even though it's gravel, makes sense out of that one. Okay, so I'm promoted up to 3rd then, lap 1. Further ahead in lap 1, and what am I going to do here? I'm going to outbrake myself, aren't I? This stock standard setup thing's not working for me at all, even though I've won a couple of races, but the damn thing was handling like a bus, and Danny thought that she'd take full advantage of that. Straight through then, and that risky last corner, which if you get wrong, the bollard of death can catch you out. Okay, further on into lap 2 then. Only lap 2, no DRS of course. I've used up all my curves as well, so down the main straight. And I think I was a bit laggy with my car, because it looked like Danny was also ghosting a bit there, so I think I've managed to finally lock in that move and get past the Lotus. Yep, coming into the last corner then, end of lap 2, run a little bit wide. And what's going on here? Have a look at that. I've set the quickest lap of the race there too, DRS enabled, and the Lotus will take full advantage of that into turn 1. Danny's on the outside. I try and hold a tighter line into turns 1, 2 and 3 as we come through. 39.61. Oh, the rear end there. It's quite easy to lose traction on that corner as we fast forward ahead to lap 4 then. Zampley jumping around all over the place. Bit of Ghostbusters action there yet again. I get DRS, but it's a bit too late actually to have any effect. And there might have been contact there with Chastity in the Mercedes, because he went off the track there at the hairpin. Might have been lag, might have been contact, who knows in this game. As we come through then to complete a very eventful opening 4 laps of the Chinese Grand Prix. That's right, so well, a bit of a cheeky corner cut there. Chastity going off. I tried to avoid contact, but there was some slight contact. These tyres have gone as well. And of course, this was an inter-team rivalry, of course. No team orders at Mercedes-Benz, no multi-21 action, but I had to get ahead of Chastity, actually, to get the upper hand on the pit stop, of course. Otherwise, they might have to double stack us, which just loses time in the end as the Williams mechanics come out as well. But, so, nice little stop then, 3.2 seconds, and Chastity had to stay out a lap longer on the worn tyres. So that will go. I mean, I passed Chastity anyway before I came in for my pit stop, but that certainly won't help Chastity's cause, having to spend another lap with absolutely no grip whatsoever. So lap 15 then, I did pass Chastity, so the order Chastity 2nd, Kid Byers Chastity Crosso Dog 3rd, and his first race back, good to see. Okay, in the pits again then. 2nd stop, this time opting for prime tyres, looking for a longer stint then. Chastity goes through, and I come out of the pit lane then. Another set of primes go on, so 12 laps from home. And I will require another pit stop for option tyres, but you don't need to see that because you know what they look like. Have a look at that. A couple of cars go through then. Danny up into 3rd, Zampley further down behind me there, but I think he's a lot closer than the 19 seconds suggests. Okay, back straight again. Lap 18, only 10 to go. Fresher tyres. Strangely no DRS, but I've got half my curves available to me as I go to pass Danny in the Lotus for the 2nd time down there. Can I get the anchors down quick enough around the hairpin? And Danny's got the inside here. She's going to come back at me. I had to back off a bit actually because I didn't want any contact there. As the bollard of death goes flying, Danny's not too concerned about that. Okay, now I've got DRS. Used up all my curves, but I'll get a fresh dose of that as I cross the line into lap 19. Straight down the start, finish straight. And what can I do there? I think I've managed to secure that move, have I, up into 1st place. That was for the lead too. For everyone at home, Chastity 37.517. I couldn't get into the... I think I eventually got into 37s, but I couldn't quite manage it in the early parts of the race. Okay. Me and Zampley had a fantastic battle in the closing stages of this race, and I think the final margin was about 1.2 seconds. So I was just trying to stay out of DRS zone along that back straight for the last couple of laps. I was saving up my Kers to do a defensive job as well. Okay, they're still racing then, Chasty and Danny. It was pretty close there for third. I think there may have been some contact, as here he is, the comeback kid, as we watch him fishy over the line. And who doesn't want to see this man come home? I always get the opportunity to watch Shervo cross the line. I don't know whether that's a good sign, as he comes through the last corner, avoids the bollard of death, and over the line to take 1 point there at the WFL Chinese Grand Prix. And there are the final results there on your screen. Shut up, race engineer. Nobody cares what you think. As we look at the final results, Kid Byers, Zampley, Chasty, the 3 championship contenders doing very nicely then again in that race. Danny in 4th. Good to see her in there. Shervo in 6th. Crosso Dog before Shervo. The 2 Williams drivers there, 5th and 6th. Good to see Crosso back. James Marshall 6th, and Paint Boy disconnected, which means he DNF'd and did not get a point. Thanks for your company, folks. We'll see you next